say, I am a fan of this new post-war story sound. That is Prophet, which is from their new album, which is called A Revolution of Hope, and we're chatting to the guys about it now. We were just chatting in the background there as well, and mentioned briefly before the fact that you are also a sort of visuals act. You always, whenever you gig, you always have sort of visuals on the go, and your videos are always very atmospheric. You've got some videos coming out, haven't you? And I think there's one already out, isn't there? Did you say there's one out for Witches already from the album?
Yeah. So we put Witches out just middle of December, I think it was, which is really great. We worked with a director called Andy North, who I think it was 2014ish, had done a film about the last time there was a witch burnt on the island.
Yeah, Margaret Inner Queen.
That's the one. And so he had this film, and we were sort of chatting to him. We said, we've got this song called Witches. We think it would be really cool if we
I've
could
just
use
realised
some
what
clips.
you're talking about now, because we worked on the film, and so now
Okay,
you just
yeah.
mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, we did that.
All about that.
That's me.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
So we've like done like a sort of shortcut of the whole film,
Which is really powerful, the imagery, isn't it?
Yeah. And like that scene is basically how the song closes out too.
Oh my
I say
word.
that scene, you'll know what I mean. But yeah.
And that song Witches is one of those, it's a deeply atmospheric song, I have to say. So I think with those kind of visuals, it would really work.
I mean, so it's you know how you sort of say that we've all known each other for years and things.
Yeah.
So the first time, I only remember this because I think we did it at the we played a gig at the Villa in the Royal Hall. The first time we played Witches, you were sort of stood on the side of the stage when we sound checked it.
No
I
way.
remember you going, "What's that song?" Because I like that thing. And so
there you go. Yeah, and I'm and because I've got the most appalling memory, I completely forgot about it.
That's right. I don't remember many things, but that's
just showing me up, Martin. Stop it. Do you know what, Pabs? That's a good point though, because you don't actually gig very often, do you, as a group?
No, historically we haven't. We kind of we try to kind of make a bit of an event of it, really. You know, we sort of do a lot of rehearsing and writing and recording, and then try and do something every now and again, and try and get as many people out as possible, really. There's so much stuff as well going on the island. There's so many other great acts all playing all the time as well, so it gives us a chance to go and watch them as well every now and again.
Yeah.
So,
is it rude for me to ask who you're liking at the moment on the island? Oh, you're going to give it? That's a mean thing, isn't it? To just throw that at you.
Well, I really like that Francesca May song, that Red Light.
Red Light.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, that's getting a lot of love online, actually. That's good. Yeah.
It is, and internationally actually, it's doing really well for us. So good stuff. There is some awesome stuff around at the moment, isn't there? I mean, Ben, are you enjoying the live scene over here at the moment?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I think the Isle of Man's always had for such a small place, always had like really diverse kind of sounds going on. Everything from like really sort of heavier metal sort of music all the way through to like your open acoustic nights and everything. With pretty much everything in between, really.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
I mean, the only downside really has probably been like the decline of venues maybe over the last maybe sort of 10 years or so.
Bring back the traff.
But like things tend to work in sort of cycles, don't they? So no doubts there will be some other places kicking up sort of soon enough,
Yeah.
We're talking about that. Obviously, Mad Jack's as well. Obviously, doing a lot more music as well, which is nice
which
to
is
see.
good. There are still big supports. I mean, Andy does an awesome job at Quids Inn. You've got
shout out to Andy. Yeah,
the different pizza guys now who are all sort of doing live music with Secret Pizza, Black Dog, all that. So it's getting better. We just need a particular size of venue that we're missing, really, aren't we? The kind of Anyway, one day someone will build it and we will come because you can't miss it, really, can you, Martin? Moving on. We're going to hear another track now because I think I should stop them talking before they say something rude. We're going to hear Turbulence. Who wants to tell me about Turbulence?
That was I have a feeling that there's a couple of tracks on the album that not only did we have lockdown, then we've all had COVID, and so things was quite stop and starty for a little bit there, and there was a couple of tracks, and I want to say Turbulence was one of them, that was basically written while we were waiting for one of the other us to get over COVID.
Oh, no.
So we were sort of hanging about a bit going, we need to do this, we can't do it. I've just got another little song idea here, let's try and do this. So we did that. As Paul says, the recording was sort of approached a little bit differently, and so there's a lot more instruments and things on there, as you'll hear, like the synths and Prophets and things like that. And so this one we got a good good and old friend of ours, Anna Goldsmith, in to do some vocals on, as well, because she's sort of sung with Paul in the past, and we know that they sound pretty incredible together.
Really work. I can't believe I listened to it and I asked you. I didn't realise it was Anna that was on it. It's just so good to hear her on a track again. It really is. She's one of our massive talents over here. Well, listen, we'll play it. We'll let people hear it and we'll talk about it a little bit more in a moment. This is Turbulence.